Hey buds, check out what is only a few feet from our back door. All of these shaggy parasols just decided to pop up. It's a great year to take an interest in mushroom hunting, and we have lots of things to harvest. I still like the prickly parts though. I don't know why they like to torture me. And check out these monsters. Look at it. They are massive. Let us see what we got here. Huge, right? Pizza pan for reference and possible inspiration. We didn't have time to make a pizza right when we harvested all those mushrooms since we had to go on the road, but we did read up that dehydrating them was a good way to preserve them, so that's what we did. These massive monsters, and not so massive ones too, got dehydrated for later use. So now we have a minute to actually try our shaggy pizza plan, and you can see that it has dehydrated. It's still quite flexible. Now I thought about rehydrating the whole mushroom, but I think that would just end up with soggy mess. So instead we are going to try putting in the cast iron pan with a little bit of oil and giving our crust a few minutes on each side, I think, before we start to assemble our pizza and cook it. It may turn out a disaster, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a tasty one no matter what we do. But let's see how it goes. Getting nice and toasty. Pop it right on there. Now we will, it's a little extra toasty. We are gonna add whatever toppings we want onto it. Okay, so we have the toasty crust, which isn't burnt, but it's dry. And this one, which is just a straight dehydrated, and I think we're gonna try and see if the juices kind of rehydrate that as it cooks, and which one we like better. So now it's time for our toppings. Now we like this hickory smoke barbecue sauce as the base on what is generally a barbecue chicken pizza. I think you can guess that these are pretty versatile if you have vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, whatever kind of diet you follow. I think you can have a fair bit of versatility with this plan, even if we're figuring out some of the finer aspects of how to make this crust work. Spread it around. Get it to the edges a bit. Now, one trick that I like to do on our pizzas, which I think I learned from a different dietitian on TV once upon a time, is to add sesame seeds to the pizza. Maybe it was a different food, but I added to our pizzas. You won't notice a lot of flavor, but you get some extra fiber and nutrition. And hey, who doesn't like that? Okay. So, yeah, like I said, totally can make this vegetarian. We happen to have a little bit of meat that was given to us in a happenstance, so I'm going to use it. We are also fans of putting the pickled banana peppers on our pizzas, so there we go again. But you do you, whatever you like. Also found this very teeny baby shaggy parasol in our lawn today, so although we do have plenty of mushroom going on, I figured it could be an added topping. And you can see that nice color change is happening, so that means we have the right mushroom. I like that it has a little indicator for us. So mushroom on mushroom action here. And as I mentioned, we do like generally to go with a barbecue chicken kind of thing. So a little bit of chicken breast for our pizzas. Just gonna wash my hands before cutting up our bell pepper. It's all gonna go in the oven, but you know, best to be food safe. And finally top it with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. You can freeze cheese, that way it doesn't spoil on you. That's how I like to keep ours. And then it's always handy for a project like this. Oh, and you know, we have a little fresh basil growing in the other room, so I think I'll snag a leaf or two of that and throw it on here for fun before we pop them in the oven. Well, there we have it. 2 fancy pizzas ready to go in. So I was just chatting with my mom the other night, and she was saying how she freezes her leftover peppers, which is something I haven't actually done, but I think will work very well for future pizzas. It's like we do like making homemade pizza. So this is some green pepper I actually started last night, my own frozen pepper bag, and I'm just gonna add the red pepper to that and keep it in the freezer, and then they'll always be on hand for whatever pizza or project you need some bell pepper. Easy peasy, and then they don't go to waste in your fridge. So how psyched are you to try Shaggy Pizza?
Oh geez, I don't know. Pretty psyched. And had a bumper crop of mushrooms this year, so we've been trying all different kinds of ways to have mushrooms.
Yep.
And this is a good idea. So I like pizza.
Yes, you do.
I also like mushrooms.
I'm the mushroom lover.
You are, yes,
but yeah,
for sure.
At least you don't hate them. That's
No,
the thing.
yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I think they make a pretty cool personal pan pizza, but since we had 2 kinds, the pre-toasted and the non-pre-toasted, our right side is 2 pieces of the toasty, and the left side is the one where we didn't do anything to it before we just topped it.
Okay.
So,
Which one are we trying first?
try the toasty one first.
All right.
And I don't know if we need fingers or forks.
Fancy.
Seems like it can be. Whoop. If you don't drop it, it can be held.
Yeah. It's good.
No, pretty good. Pretty good.
Kind of bending it over, but yeah, it's very good.
The toastiness is pretty strong, though. I think I want to try the other one. Let's see how I feel about that. Maybe a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep, your folding method. Probably a smart idea. I will try that.
I feel like on this one you can taste the mushroom a lot more.
Yeah, I think I would go with the non-pre-toasted in the future, which is one less step, so. I mean, easy's always awesome too. And it's not too dry. Like the cheese and the sauce and everything kind of rehydrates a little bit while it's cooking.
Yeah.
I would say texture-wise, I'm not disappointed.
Nope.
And the one concern I had while cooking is I put the raw chicken breast on there, and then I was wanting to make sure that was cooked. So in future, so I don't have to worry about it, I might pre-cook the chicken or just skip the chicken. It did cook okay. I did use a meat thermometer. We're not gonna get food poisoning.
Excellent.
Which always, yeah, makes for a better meal. But do you miss your flour crust? What do you think of the mushroom as a crust?
I think it's pretty good. It adds it's certainly a different element of texture in there, and has a obviously has its own flavor, so that's good. I think it's good if you can get it, or if you still have it. Obviously, it's not something you could do in the wintertime unless you have a lot of mushrooms that you've dehydrated. Although
I'm sure either you will see or somewhere in this video there will be footage of just how many we got. So
and we have a lot. So
we have a few.
Yeah.
So the real question is for Charles. Would eat again?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely would eat again, for sure.
Well, that's good because we got a few. Well, there you have it. I don't know if I'm sure someone else has tried a Shaggy Parasol. Mostly I've seen puffball mushrooms for crusts, but to us this was a new and exciting idea, and I think it was a winner.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we hope that you try it, and if you do, let us know in the comments down below.